Hello. Reach Over Culture podcast. It's Roc coming to you like we do every podcast. I got my man Moises in the building.
Yes, sir.
You heard me right. Shout out to everybody that's listening for the first time. If this is your first time listening, I want to go ahead and clap that up for you. Shout out to you. If you're a returning listener, shout out to you as well. Make sure you subscribe, like, comment on all streaming platforms, whatever you might be listening to at this moment in time. Apple Podcasts, Spotify, TuneIn, Deezer, Google Podcasts, Amazon Music Podcasts, whatever you get your podcasts from. And if you're watching on YouTube, make sure you hit the subscribe button at the end of the video. If you make it halfway through, 25 minutes in, whatever the case, subscribe, holla at us, get with us. Moises, how you feeling, man?
Good.
Good.
Yourself?
Man, I can't call it, bro. I'm good, man. We getting ready to wrap up this season. Not too far from now. I don't know, man. It's crazy. It's been a wild season 3. A lot of changes, growth, and I gotta thank everybody out there that's been tuning in and just rocking with us. You know what I'm saying? If you just started listening in the last 3-4 months, if you've been listening since the beginning of the year when we started, it's been a journey. Been something that, we definitely can't take for granted. I got my mans here. Shout out to Robbie as well. He will be back. And, we going to finish out this season pretty strong. I got a couple of tricks up my sleeve. We definitely going to try to end this season strong. We got the Town Talk 2 pod coming pretty soon. We will be launching 2 more podcasts in 2021, sports and a movie one. So if you're interested in being a part of those podcasts, make sure you reach out at reachoverculture@gmail.com, or you can DM us on Instagram or find us on Facebook, whatever the case is. Not really too much heavy this week, really. Just want to go over some things culturally. Like, we had a pretty, scratch that. Questions that need answering. Which fictional villain is your favorite?
I think the Joker. The Joker's fire.
You was going to take the Joker, huh?
Yeah.
I was going to say the Joker. Shout out to Rock's Mad Clowns in the Fantasy League. We getting busy. 4 and 5, about to be 5 and 5. Shout out to Rob. But whatever the case is, Joker. Why the Joker?
I like his character. Like, his personality is weird. I don't know. It's just like he just has his characters. Like, he's always acting weird. I don't know. It's just like he's serious and he's jokingly all the time. He's like sarcastic. Like. Like almost all the time.
Have you seen the Joaquin Phoenix Joker movie that came out?
No. Oh, the one where it was just a story about him. Yeah, no, but I wanted to.
You haven't seen that?
No, I was trying to get some people to go with me, some friends, but nobody wanted to watch it.
It's on.
Yeah.
DVD, the whole.
I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it. No. Thanks for reminding me though. I'm gonna watch it.
It is, man. Joker is dope. I knew he was gonna pick Joker, so I couldn't really go with Joker. What I'm gonna actually go with Thanos. Now, I was one of the few Minions idiots to actually root for Thanos during the whole Marvel series. I didn't really feel like he was wrong, but that's another part for another day. But Thanos, he just gets to it. I could name Darkseid. I could name Ernest Beaufled from the James Bond series, if you know, Joker, Pennywise, Hannibal Lecter. Like, it's a lot of villains out there.
Yeah.
Mom at certain times, dad at certain times could be the villains of this. And so, but I'm gonna go with Thanos. Thanos pretty. Shout out to Thanos.
Yeah.
He lost, but shout out to him. We just recently had a presidential election. 2020. I'm so happy that it's done but not done.
Yeah.
So Joe Biden, and we got to give a congratulations to Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, our new president-elect. Shout out to Kamala Harris, the first African-American woman. I mean, she's half Asian, half Jamaican, I believe.
American too, I think.
Yeah, American. She was brought up in America, but first, woman of color to be in the vice president. But not only the first woman, period.
Mm-hmm. In the presidential position.
The vice president sitting in that chair.
Yeah.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Long, hard fought election. Just what were your thoughts about the election, if you have any? Because I'm sick of it. I'm tired of it.
Oh, my gosh, yeah.
I'm done with it. I have a couple of thoughts, but not really any that I just care to over-discuss, really.
Mm-hmm.
What, if you had any, what were your thoughts about this whole election process?
Oh, man, I think it seemed like it was very divided. It split people more away from each other.
Yeah.
It was, I don't know, it was just a lot. It was a lot. There was a lot on the line. It was like if one won, there would have been riots. If one didn't win, there would have been riots. You know what I mean? So it was a lot on the line. And I mean, I don't know. It was just like a whole, like a reality show. That's what it felt like. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I felt like it was just too much.
I agree wholeheartedly. It definitely divided people. And as if this country wasn't divided enough.
Mm-hmm.
Couple of things I didn't like about this election. People lost respect for other people based off of who they were voting for.
Yeah, I was going to mention that. Yeah.
And this is just about an election, but this is about just humanity as a whole. I think this election truly allowed humanity to show itself in its truest form, which is if you don't agree with what I say, agree with how I think, then that gives me space to judge you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Not only judge just the way you think, but just who you are as a person.
Yeah.
And there was a lot of that going on. And I hate it.
I know. Because
me and you can have differences. We can not agree that certain things should be put in place. But I don't have to disrespect you as a person. I don't have to look at you crazy as a man.
Mm-hmm.
Why should I be able to tell a black man that he ain't black because he wants to vote for Trump?
Yeah.
What? You a coon. You going against your own people. You voting for Trump. These are real conversations that I've had with people. Mm-hmm. Now, let me be clear. I didn't vote for Trump. And I'll expose who I voted for at the end of my little tirade. But the fact that a black man or a person of color could tell another person of color why they're not a person of color because you voted for somebody who doesn't care about people of color. Well, what if, as a person of color, my concerns aren't your concerns?
Mm-hmm.
What if I don't care that the president doesn't like people of color? What if I only care about if he getting me to $1 or not?
True.
Because for small business owners, you had the ability to thrive under Trump, at least until this COVID situation.
Mm-hmm.
Taxes got lowered on corporate taxes. You know, middle class suffered, right? But if you were a small business owner or entrepreneur, Trump was the president for you.
Yeah.
If you were just a part of the middle working class and below, Trump was not for you. So you say, financially, Trump doesn't do anything for me. Justice-wise, Trump doesn't do anything for me. economy, climate change. Trump does nothing for me. Trump's done nothing for me for the last 4 years. I want nothing to do with Trump. Cool. Mm-hmm. You got every right to feel that way, bro. Don't vote for him. But don't look at the dude who has thrived in the last 4 years, even if he's a person of color, to say that Trump's actually helped me out a little bit.
Yeah.
Don't look at him and say that he call him a coon. It's ridiculous, bro.
Yeah, it's bad. It's ugly out there. It's like if you say, "Oh, I'm a Trump supporter," or "I vote for Trump," they like automatically shut off and just put this wall.
How can you vote for Trump?
It's seriously, it's just, yeah, exactly. People are like, how you vote for Trump? Like, how can you vote for Trump if you got Mexican family? You know, if they got illegals, how can you vote for Trump? You know, and saying that you ain't Mexican, you ain't vote for Trump, or if you vote for Trump, and it's, oh my gosh, it's like if you vote for one person, you will wholeheartedly believe everything. Everything that they stand for is like put on you. All those labels is like, it's like all those people, you know, in the Trump rallies or whatever, you know, the real hardcore Trump supporters, like when you say, "Oh, I support Trump," they see that person in that crowd. That's how they see you.
It's ridiculous, bro.
Yeah.
Even the white evangelicals, because I got to get at y'all too. The white evangelicals that say if you don't vote for Trump, then obviously you're not a Christian, or you can't. That's bogus as well.
Mm-hmm.
Trump is a man that was appointed by God. I've heard people say these things. Mm-hmm. Trump was appointed by God, just like King Cyrus was appointed by God. For centuries and centuries and centuries, there has been a system of democracy where people are chosen by people. Now, I'm not saying that God doesn't have an effect on the election, and I'm not saying that God didn't appoint a King Cyrus or King David or I'm not saying that that's not possible. But to use that as a pillar as to why I should vote for this man, because God, well, if that's the case, then God's going to pick every single president.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And Joe Biden is the president-elect. Now, we don't really got to get into if it was voter fraud or if Joe Biden didn't actually win the election, because Trump is pressing charges and suing people and this, that, and the third. So this is still yet to be put to bed. But it's so much of a circus, I wouldn't be surprised if Trump is still in office by January. Hey, we recounted. He actually did win. Mm-hmm. Because it's so much of a circus. Both sides cheated in some form or fashion.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, some way at least.
In some way. Yeah. Right? White evangelicals that are telling people that you can't be a Christian if you didn't vote for Trump. Black people that are telling other black people that you can't be black if you voted for Trump. Now, I know it's not everybody, but this is the stuff that's spewed amongst social media. People are taking to their phones to spit their truth, to get likes, and to get with other like-minded people. Mm-hmm. And all it's spilling is the very thing that y'all want that man out of office for now, which is hate. A lot of y'all are showing hate and not love.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of love in y'all social media posts. It's not a lot of love in the way that y'all communicate with other people that think differently than you. And all I'm saying is this. We can respectfully disagree but show love at the same time. Mm-hmm. Whether you voted for Trump or you voted for Biden, that is your accord. It is based off of how you feel. And I respect everybody's feelings. I don't look at one person one way or the other, depending on who you voted for. It doesn't matter. Moses could tell me right now, I voted for Trump. I'm not going to hate Moses. Moses could tell me I voted for Biden. I'm not going to hate Moses. Mm-hmm. It's stupid and it's pissy.
Yeah.
And this election did nothing but piss me off. Because, and we even said this on the Instagram post, being a conservative, being a Republican doesn't make you racist. being a Democrat doesn't make you anti-Christian. Doesn't make you a communist. And being independent, because I also heard this: if you voted independent, your vote didn't count. So wait, I gotta pick either red or blue for my vote to count? How about I represent a number of people that show neither one of y'all did enough to get my vote? Why do I have to go left or right? Hey, I voted for Kanye. I did.
Did you really?
Kanye West got my vote. I'm not capping about that. I'm not joking about that. I told some people that they was like, "Oh, Raheem, you crazy." No. That man got my vote. He was the last person on the ballot at the beginning of this election that I thought I would vote for. That man got my vote. Let me explain briefly. I don't believe Trump should be in office because as a black man, I don't like that you're telling the Proud Boys to stand back and to stand by. And your reluctance to speak against white supremacy is alarming to me. As a businessman, I would probably love you. As a black man, I can't vote for you. Just because you obviously don't have a vested interest in the protection of people that look like me. I can't vote for you. On the Biden side, you've done everything in your power to earn my vote. The problem is I just don't believe you. You and Kamala Harris rip each other up just last year in a debate. Kamala has done everything but simply just call you a racist. And now y'all are best friends like this. It's politics, and it's not believable. I don't believe that you have a vested interest in seeing minorities come up. I don't believe that you have a vested interest in the protection of minorities either. You've sold a good game. You got the black vote. I hope you deliver on everything but not anything in your policy or anything that you said makes me believe that he wants to see people of color have an equal playing field in this nation. Don't ask me about particulars and the particular policies and different. All right, I got you. He sold a good game. I just don't believe it. I'm not even going to get on to him about the crime bill and about Kamala locking up 1,500 black men. She was doing her job. Okay, cool. That was the job she chose to do, though.
Yeah.
It is what it is. I'm not going to hold people to their past, but I'm not going to necessarily forget it either, if that's possible. It just makes it less believable. And I can't buy into Biden. I can't vote. I can't vote for Trump. Neither one of these votes were going to allow me to sleep at night, because neither one of these people did anything to truly earn my vote. Neither one of these people truly drew out a plan that makes me secure as a minority in this country. So I voted for Kanye. I went independent.
Yeah.
So then you get to the independent party, and there's two people from the independent party on the ballot. It's a guy named Brock Pierce.
Who's that?
I don't know, bro. I don't know Brock Pierce. I haven't seen a rally. I haven't seen anything.
Yeah, no sign, no campaign on Instagram, no ad pull up.
But I had recently listened to Kanye West's interview on Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
It's a 4-hour interview. I listened to it. He's a visionary. He's a futuristic thinker. Totally unqualified to be in the White House.
Yeah. He has
not one lick of political experience.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah.
But guess what? We just hired a guy for the last 4 years.
Exactly. That's why I see him qualified.
So with that, if there was an empty box next to independent that just said not sure, I'd vote for that one. But being that there was two names under the independent party and I had to choose one, I voted for the black guy. Don't tell me I don't hold it down for my people. I voted for the black guy. Right? This is my third time voting. First time I ever voted, Barack Obama was running for office. I voted for Barack. Second time, Trump got my vote.
Okay.
This time, the other black guy got my vote, which was Kanye West. All right, yes, I voted for Kanye West, knowing that he wasn't going to win, knowing that he didn't have a snowball chance in hell of winning. Fine. I don't want that number to represent that I just truly believe in Kanye West. I want that number to represent that neither one of these parties did enough to earn my vote. So when they break down statistically how many black men decided to vote independent, I'm going to be a representative of that. And that's going to tell them, okay, well, what do we got to do to get these 30, 40,000 black men that decided to vote independent? What do we got to do to get their vote? Your vote still counts. Whether you voted the left or right or decided to stay in the middle where you knew the middle wasn't going to win. Point blank, period. Your vote counts. Everybody votes counts. Tell Martin and Malcolm and all these people that your vote don't count. People literally had the audacity of telling people who voted independent, your vote don't count. That's crazy to me.
That's crazy.
And I'm sick of it. If Biden's supposed to be president, cool.
Yeah.
Deliver on what you promised, Playboy. And if Trump just so happened to finagle his way, some miracle, I'm not mad either way.
Yeah.
I'm mad at the ugly that it's brought out in people.
Yeah, it would get ugly if Trump came back. So many people would be mad.
Because there's already so many sore losers.
Exactly.
I got to give it... listen, y'all who voted for Trump, stop being sore losers. You lost. They cheated. They cheated better. Cool. Hillary won the popular vote last election. We all trying to figure out how Trump came away with a win.
I know. And then they also said, Russia hacked into the voting too.
You know what I mean? When the Dems was crying about mail-in votes last election, Republicans had nothing to say. Now this election, those mail-in votes. Bro, didn't y'all use that same tactic last time? It's bogus, dog. It's all bogus. Not the concept of voting, but the ugly that it brings out in people. And I get it, 2020 has been a tough year. People been in the crib. They don't like the people around them. They don't like themselves.
Like the laws happening with face masks.
So you project that out to everybody else. A lot of people have lost a lot this year. 2020 has been a hell of a year. But man, if there wasn't a time for unity, right? The same people that voted Democrat last election and was threatening to leave the country, go back to Africa or wherever,
Yeah, move to Canada.
They're calling for unity now. Because you won. There's a such thing as a sore loser. There's also a such thing as a sore winner too.
They won the bracket.
Just take your W and move on. You got to throw it in the face of the next man because he voted for Trump. Man, it's crazy, bro. I'll be happy in January when it's all said and done. At the end of the day, your vote count. And shout out to you if you did go out and vote. Shout out to you. Shout out to you. Shout out to you if you went out and voted. Don't be a sore loser, right? Let's just take this next 4 years in stride, pray, and do the best that we can do as citizens of this country, which is to help other citizens and come together, find a common ground.
Yeah.
That's all, man. I mean, anything else on the election, bro? Cause
you said it pretty clearly, but the only thing that really irritated me was people getting mad over what side you picked. People got offended right away. People you wouldn't think that would get so offended if you said.
Whole friendships broken up.
Exactly. And I was quiet during the election because I mean on my social media I was quiet because I didn't want. I mean I didn't get to vote because I didn't register, but if I did register, I would vote for Kanye 100%. Seriously, I was gonna do it.
Yay!
Yeah.
Run again next time, baby. gonna get you. I mean, hold the office or something. Go be a councilman or something. I don't know. Get some political experience, bro.
Be a governor or something.
Go do something. I don't know. If Arnold Schwarzenegger can do it, you can do it, bro. But shout out to Kanye, man. I voted for the black guy, pretty much.
Yeah.
And shout out to you, man. Whoever you voted for, shout out to you. Mm-hmm. If you feel how you feel, if you feel this way about immigration, if you feel this way about abortion, if you feel this, shout out to you. Stick by. I respect anybody that stand on their square, right? Yeah. But is willing to listen to people outside their square. But stand on it and stand strong. Yeah. But you don't have to disrespect somebody else on the other square because you standing on yours. It's not how we get anything done. All right? Word. All right. So my man P. Carriz, he just dropped the deluxe version of Airwaves. The deluxe version of 2045 Airwaves just dropped this past Friday. And shout out to him. Shout out to Lecrae. Lecrae just dropped the project as well. I heard good things about it. I didn't get a chance to listen to it. And another guy from I think Ty Brazzle just dropped something as well. Have you heard of Ty Brazzle? No. Ty Brazzle's another Christian hip hop artist. I think he just dropped something as well.
Pastor Mike single.
Pastor Mike just dropped another single. Shout out to P Mike. We're gonna give him some. Have you listened to it?
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
It's cool vibe. I
like it. Boy.
I didn't expect that.
Hey man, I got something, man. The sound effects is going up next season. You heard me? Yeah. I listened to Life is Music joint. I haven't had a chance to listen to Relationship Goals. But shout out to him, man. He just celebrated a birthday. So shout out to UP Mike. Salute. But yes, Airwaves Deluxe. Fire. Super hot fire. Hold on. Super hot fire. You heard me? Man, just simply, this is the closest thing since I've been knowing Paris, since I've known him to rap. He knows I like lyrics. He knows I love bars. I'm a bar guy. I like give me the bars. Give me something that I gotta be like, ooh, that was tough. And he had a lot of them in this deluxe version. This is the closest to what I've always asked him for, which is give me something full of raps. Not just making rap songs. I'm talking about raps. Not just a catchy cadence with a beat and a nice verse and a hook and a couple of one-liners. No, give me something where you rapping for 5-6 songs straight. And that's what Airwaves was. When he sent it to me a little bit prior to it coming out. I said, boy, I texted him. I was like, boy, you rapping, huh?
This is hot.
This is you rapping, right? I mean, because you look at the thing, got the flames.
Yeah.
It was flames. That's exactly what it was. And it doesn't sound like the original 2045 album.
No,
it sounds nothing like it. Yeah. It can be literally its own tape, but that's what I loved about it. And sonically, it was a little bit kind of all over the place. Have you watched the Christopher Nolan movie before? You haven't seen Inception, Tenet, none of that?
Inception.
Have you seen the Dark Knight movies?
Yeah.
Those are Christopher Nolan movies.
Oh.
So Christopher Nolan is a famous director. If you know, you know. But one of the biggest criticisms about his movies is that sometimes in his sound, and his sound is great. He has some of the greatest like music that you can have to movies. But sometimes you can't hear what people are saying because he's playing the music too loud. But he do it on purpose. That's the crazy part.
Why? Why does he do that?
I read it somewhere, but I can't even paraphrase it. But he does it for a reason. Because he wants you to focus more on what's going on the screen versus what they're saying. Because a thing about his movies is, he's constantly giving you breadcrumbs that leads you to a cliffhanger. You have to figure out what's real and what's not by the end of the movie.
So he wants you engaged.
He wants you engaged, and part of the audio is not making it easy for you to just catch on to what the movie is about, right? Even when you look at certain parts of The Dark Knight, like it got louder sometimes.
Yeah.
As the Joker, as Bane was going on one of their tirades and one of their rants, because maybe if you hear the script, you can see what's coming next. But if you can't hear it, then you don't know what's coming next.
Yeah.
So it's a distraction. With Airwaves, it was just raw. It was raw. It was mixed well, mastered well. I'm not well versed in those concepts of music, but sonically, it just was the sound. It didn't sound anything like 2045, but I did feel like it was kind of all over the place.
Yeah.
But bar wise, lyric wise, fire. Feature heavy. He's got a couple of different guys in the Christian hip hop circle. Aha Gazelle, shout out to Aha Gazelle, Jerry Manna, Jerry Manna, Creo. Those are a couple of artists here from the town. Nello, one of his artists, a part of 45. It was feature. It was MC, Saint Dom, Hakeem. So super high fire. What did you think about it?
Yeah, I kind of agree. It wasn't like all over the place, but it definitely had a lot more hi hats in it. The beats were really good.
Beats were nice.
They were fire. I was just like, this dude came from Tulsa with these beats. I'm like, bro, this sounds like. Where's the producer at out here in Tulsa? No, it was really good. It was very lyrical. It's just very bumping too. I digged it. It went hard.
Favorite song?
Oh man, what was that one song? With Jerry.
Free to Wave.
Yeah,
Free to Wave was crazy.
That one's chill. The way how Paris sings on one of the chorus is just chill and smooth. That one's just I don't know. It's clean.
Nah, that was was that I think that was Jerry
on it
on the chorus.
Really? Doesn't sound like Paris. I don't know. I'll have to listen again, but whoever's on it,
it's fire.
Yeah, it's good.
The whole vibe of the song fire. Got you. My favorite right now, it might change over time, would probably be the intro track Airwaves with him and Nello. That was fire. That was fire. Or Making the Band with Saint Dom. Crazy. I mean, he had bars on Angels in Disguise. I know a lot of people are bumping Lord. A lot of people are bumping What Would You Do? And so, yeah, I would probably either have to say Making the Band with Saint Dom or Airwaves with Nello. But either way, super high fire. Shout out to UP. That was crazy. And we got something coming up with him soon. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. We got something coming up soon. All right, last thing, for the PS5, you copping or not?
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I didn't know it was
Keep it a buck.
I didn't know it was gonna come out this early. I didn't know the release date. But if I had the money, I probably would.
Are you a PlayStation guy?
I'm more of a PC guy. I'm not gonna lie.
PC?
Yeah.
Like on a computer?
Yeah.
Come on, Doc.
Yeah. I used to be a big gamer back then, but I'm not like that no more because I invest my time into something else. But I play like once.
So you don't have like a gaming system at all?
I do. I play on PC. I play once or twice on PC.
It's not a gaming system. It's a computer.
But it's like you can play a bunch of different games.
But it's a computer. I'm talking about Xbox. I'm talking about the Switch. I'm talking about.
No, but I play Rocket League, and like you can play. I played like Fortnite on it and Minecraft.
PC is not a. Come on, Jack.
Bro, it's a gaming system.
That don't count. Yo, in the comments, respond. Does PC count as a gaming system? I used to play Captain Crunch on the computer. Does that make the computer a gaming system, bro? I'm asking. I'm really asking for a friend.
Yeah. No, but if I could choose a side, it would be PlayStation.
Okay, cool.
I just grew up PlayStation. I always favored it.
Cool.
If I had the money, I mean, why not? I would buy it. My friend had it, and here's the crazy thing: he had it, he bought one, and he sold it. Guess how much? Okay, I don't know how much. Do you know how much it is? Like 400 or 500?
I don't know. I think it's like it can't be more than 4.
Okay, let's just say it's 400. You know how much you sold it for?
$850.
No.
How much?
$1K.
You sold the PS5 for $1,000?
Yeah.
I ain't mad at that, man.
Yeah.
We gonna big that up. That's hustling right there, baby.
Yeah.
That's hustling right there.
That.
Right? Like, if I knew I was gonna flip it for $1K, because as a matter of fact, if you like, you know, on the Facebook, like you got those different marketplace chats and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So people were selling the Xbox for like $850, and people was lighting them up in the comments like, why would I pay you $850 for the new Xbox when they're just going to come out with a new batch of Xboxes?
Yeah.
You're crazy. Just like Walmart is doing this thing where they got the new Black Friday deals this year. Mm-hmm. But instead of having people parked outside of a store for a certain day, they're just doing different deals every week. Yeah, every other day, every week.
Oh, so they can like
spread it out throughout the month.
Just so Rona.
Yeah. So like in Walmart today, usually I would go movie shopping on Black Friday because they didn't, chop them all down to like $10, $15. Mm-hmm. And they had some of them out today. You know what I'm saying? So certain aisles you go in, certain things are released. So you just got to keep your alerts on. Mm-hmm. But there's a 65-inch TV that was on sale. It's by the own brand, the ONN.
Mm-hmm.
This one 65-inch. I think it was like $240. Right, I think Rob went and got one. Right, Rob went and got one. So 65-inch for the own TV. Hey, as long as you're not concerned about the brand of TV, that's a good deal, right? Now, not telling you how long that TV gonna last, because it is ONN. But neither here nor there. If you got the TV, shout out to you. But a guy went and brought 2 of those TVs and then tried to resell them on Facebook for $500 each. Now, bro,
it don't work like that.
I can buy a nicer TV and a better brand TV for $500. Why would I?
Yeah. Why would you pay for something like that if it's not worth it? Like if it was Sony, has some.
A Sony 65-inch for $500?
Yeah.
Sign me up, boss.
That has more credibility, and you trust a brand like that.
You can get a TCL 65 for $500. I know, because I bought one before. It wasn't even $500. It was maybe like $450, I think. Mm-hmm. But why would I pay for an on-brand TV, no matter how, for $500? You're bugging. So people are out here hustling crazy. Come on, man. Your man sold it for $1K, so I guess people got some money.
Yeah.
I guess.
I just want it now. It's just all hype.
Man, but finances is tight out here, bro. You spend $1K on the PS5? You're crazy, bro. Yeah. They're going to come out with a new batch of PS5s. Me personally, I am going to get the PS5. Not right now, because I don't play video games enough to just go and buy it.
Yeah.
I recently just sold my PS4 because I literally don't play it. And I'm not buying any other games for the PS4. Like, I didn't buy 2K this year. I didn't buy Madden because I knew they were going to give us these trash versions of these games to make you want to go get the PS5 version of the game. I'm not falling for that trick I did years ago. I'm not doing it again. Mm-hmm. And so, yeah.
The PS5 is not going to go anywhere. It's not like a limited time where you can get them.
There will be more PS5s.
Yeah,
it's going to be another 5-6 years before they release another.
Exactly.
So, yeah, I'm going to wait. And then, plus, there's a particular game that's coming out on PS5 next year that I'm waiting for, Fight Night. Ooh. They're coming out with a new Fight Night. Ooh. It's going to have AJ, it's going to have Earl, it's going to have Deontay, it's going to have the whole Canelo.
That's going to be lit.
Bruh.
I might That's
what I'm waiting on. once they come out with that, I'll go ahead and cop the PS5. Other than that, I'm not really in a rush to get the PS5. I didn't even pay to play online with the PS4. I never played. Bro, I don't play games enough, bro.
Yeah.
Too many. You know what I mean? I skip kindergarten for that. It's too many games.
Yeah.
It's way too many games. Way too many games. Well, other than that, man, anything else culturally that we can talk about this week? Thanksgiving coming up.
Thanksgiving. I can't think of anything right now.
Nothing right now?
On my mind.
All right. Well, we're going to go ahead and wrap this up, man. Once again, thank y'all so much for tuning into the Reach Over Culture podcast. We are wrapping up this season strong, man. Stay tuned. Follow the Instagram at Reach Over Culture. Give them your Instagram.
My Instagram, Moses X Chavez.
Moses X Chavez. Shout out to Rob. Shout out to everybody that's been tuning in, man. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube. Subscribe to whatever you streaming the podcast at, man. We wrapping up season 3. Not this episode, but we trying to wrap it up strong. If you're interested in donating to the podcast, hit us on the Cash App, $ Reach Over Culture. If you want to donate to the podcast, also there'll be a PayPal link there. And if you just got anything, man, DMs, whatever, all encouragement and everything that we have is needed, man. Let's see here. Do something a little different. Our base scripture is Romans 12:2. Do not conform to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Then you will be able to test and approve what God's will is, his good, pleasing, and perfect will. That's what Reach Over Culture is about, not being conformed to what culture says you have to be, what your parents say you have to be, what anything other than the man that created you said you have to be and you can be. So with that, God bless. This is episode of Reach Over Culture Podcast. Roc, Moises, and we'll see you next time. The Reach Over Culture Podcast. We out.